Hey everybody, now this video is different because one, I'm reviewing movies, going back to my old habits, and two, I'm reviewing, well, two of them. This is gonna suck to upload. Anyway, now, I have both My Hero Academia films, and I plan to review both of them in their own rights in a single video. I already hate this, and I do not like how no. Good Jerry the Nail, sure. Um, anyway, this is gonna suck, and the last time I watched Two Heroes was 3 weeks ago. Well, yeah, about 3 weeks ago, and then the last time I watched Heroes Rising was about a month ago. So, take my opinions with a grain of salt. Anyway, enjoy. Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Now I'm going back to my old habits by reviewing a movie, but not just one, not three, not four, but two films. And this is gonna really suck. But the two films in question is My Hero Academia 2 Heroes and Heroes Rising. Anyway, I have the intention of covering them both in this single video, and I realized how much this is gonna deeply suck. Let's go ahead and get started, and let's just say we'll save the best for last, and go ahead and start with the mediocre one. Spoiler alert, it's the one that doesn't deserve a 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Two Heroes. Maybe I just don't appreciate art or anime, because I don't. I don't appreciate a lot of things. One thing that I don't appreciate is this movie, because this is one of the most boring. This is a film with easily the most boring first half I've ever seen in a film. The actual good part is the second half of the film, which means you'll have to sit through about 45 minutes of trash. On top of the fact that the middle drags for so long, it feels that when the ending comes, it feels like you've just been released from prison. And I really like the plot of the film. Like, the cast of most of Class 1A, well, some of Class 1A, depending on how convenient they need to be there for the plot. Anyway, some members of Class 1A having to be there for a party, but it is revealed that the tower that the party is taking place at is being gets taken over by a bunch of villains, led by the main villain, well, the main antagonist of the film at least, named Wolfram. Wolfram has the quirk to manipulate metal, and in my opinion, he is probably going to be the worst My Hero film antagonist for all of them, for the films at least, or might just very well be the worst antagonist out of everything. Now, when My Hero is said and done, and the manga is finished, and the I can't speak and the third film releases, I would like to rank every villain in the series And that will be a fun video, I can only imagine. And I can't wait to get all the hate comments that are telling me to go kill myself. But I like the fancy outfits. I don't like them a whole lot, and I do really, really like the poster. And I am super glad that Netta isn't on it. But if there was one fairly... Oh my god. This is why you get films with slides. There. Although I am... One major problem besides, the dragging middle is the fact that not the entirety of Class 1A gets a play in this film. Now, every member of Class 1A gets some sort of respect. They pop up at some point, but they don't play a major role. Not at all. Every member from Class 1A is in this film, yes. It's always not. Anyway, I am going to genuinely rate this film high and low. I am going to give it a 6 out of 10 because of one thing. One thing. It's one thing. No, I already explained everything. Besides the double Detroit smash at the end, that was pretty cool. That's one of the main reasons why it got a 6 out of 10. But, yeah, this definitely, no, it does not deserve a 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. You know what does? Sequel. Technically, it's not a sequel, but still, it's the second film. So technically, it's a sequel. In a way, it is in fact a sequel. And this is probably my favorite anime film that I own and one of my favorite films of all time. Easily in the top 10. And that's Heroes Rising. Because, oh, and did I forget to mention the fact that the third film's coming out in a month in Japan? So, obviously, I had to celebrate by reviewing both films. Now, I gave the first film, in the upper half, but low in the upper half, giving it a 6. Everything that was wrong with the first movie, it improves on. Except for one thing. And I'll get to that after I get done praising this film. This film is... Okay, so Class 1A visits Nabu Island, where they are finally getting to do real hero work. The place is so peaceful that it's like a vacation until they are under attack by villains, with the main one having a similar quirk to All For One. Now Deku and his friends are the island's only hope. Yes, I just read that off the back of the box. Fight me. But it's as simple as that. Really. They have to protect 2 children. And that's basically it. That's it. It's that simple. That's why... Well, one of the main reasons why I love it so much. Okay, I'll just stay here then. Because it stays... No, it doesn't. Now, as you know, if you have at least heard of this movie, and you got curious and looked something up on to YouTube or Google or something like that, you would have seen the image of, at least once, Midoriya and Katsuki sharing all for one, one for all. I can't speak. I get it so confused. I get it so mixed up and confused that sometimes it just happens naturally. Now, I do have one problem besides what that the major one that I'm gonna get to here in a minute. One of the villains is wasted so badly that he gets knocked out after his first fight with Class 1A. And he had such a good quirk too. Like, his name was Mummy. He had bandages around him. He could manipulate the bandages to manipulate inanimate objects so that they can fight for him. But no. Don't fall. But no. No. He's down and out after Bakugo, like, howitzer impacts him. Now, I understand that a really big explosion is gonna hurt really, really bad. I can understand that. But, dude, 9 ate them like they were nothing. Like, Beastars right here, he would have probably took it. He would have took it like a champ. He would have ate it for breakfast. Like, bro. Now, I understand these characters are stronger than him, and they could withstand more because they are bigger, and, you know, actually have some muscle on their body, unlike the skinny over there. Now, time to get to the main problem that I have with this film. It was also a problem in the first movie. And that is the very simple fact that the middle still drags forever. Now, when does the middle begin? Simple. It begins after Mummy gets knocked out and 9 uses up all its power, and Doria and Katsuki, you know, heal up. Now, the thing about this film is that when you, another major problem is it feels way too short, while being, oh. No way. There is no way. Just to show you how bad that the dragging in the first film through the middle is that Heroes Rising feels shorter than Two Heroes. Now, I know you might be thinking, how is this a problem? Heroes Rising is probably shorter than it. No, it's not. It's a significant 8 minutes longer. What? Now, dragging in this film still exists. It really does. But the mill is really only like them coming up with the plan and Midoriya and Katsuki healing after their battle with 9. Their first battle with 9. And, well, no, I wouldn't. I would say the middle begins when the villains get there, and then, but the dragging is still there. And about the 5th time I watched this film, I watched this film a lot. I bet I got like super bored through the first half. the middle, that I literally started to pull out my phone and started to scroll through TikTok, and then I realized, wait, no, put your phone down. You're sitting through this. This film is too good for its own right. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that. This film has I think, a worse premise than, like, Two Heroes. But Two Heroes was a lot worse. Like, I thought that film was, like, really, really bad after I watched this one. It's still not horrible. It is very good. Very good. In other people's opinions. I think it's alright, honestly. I think that 6 out of 10 is too high. It was more like 4, maybe. 4 at most. I'm sorry. Fight me. But I'm sorry. That middle. The fact that it feels longer than a film that is longer than it. Like, no. 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 Two Heroes is almost 2 hours long. And it feels like it's 45 minutes. That's really what it feels like. But, like, now, Two Heroes is an hour and a half. But it really, really feels like that. It is being seriously dragged, being full of filler. It's what it feels like, filler. Half the film feels like filler. And the day before, well, the day of the party, but before the actual party, it shouldn't have gone on for as long as it did. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. Two Heroes is good. No. Bro, I can't speak. Two Heroes is not very good, and Heroes Rising is. Heroes Rising easily gets an 8 out of 10, not a 10 out of 10, because of that middle dragging. It wasn't super horrible. I could sit through it. And honestly, I rewatch this film a whole lot more. Now, I'm not sending any hate to Horikoshi. He's great. He's a great man. But, like, I really, really hope that the third movie doesn't have a middle that drags for so long, or filler. If I know it's probably gonna have filler, I can go ahead and guarantee that. But like, okay. So in conclusion, combined, they could have gotten a 20 out of 20. Using how I rated them, that would mean that, using my original, they would get a 14 out of 10. But I changed my mind on Two Heroes and decided, no, it gets a 4 out of 10, which gives a grand total of 12 out of 10 for this series. Now, I've been sitting in this chair for 20 minutes, basically talking about nothing. But what I need to talk about is the sponsor of today's video. Now, I don't know what to talk about. Let me go to hide. Bro, I can't. I'm not very good at improv. Like, let me go. I'll go write a script real quick. Hold up. Okay, so the sponsor of today's video is somewhere where you can actually watch My Hero Academia, as well as both these movies, as well as something that is, better than Two Heroes, and that is Animaze. It is a free app that you can download for completely free. I have been using Animaze for a while now to mainly watch My Hero Academia, but I don't use it as much now because I'm using Crunchyroll, but it's still a very good app. Now, what it is basically, it's got a bunch of anime on it, and basically, all that you've got to do is watch one advertisement about 45 seconds in, and then ad-free, rest of the experience, ad-free, which is great. And I would just like to say thanks for sponsoring this video, because you all are great. And now, I've wanted to say this for the entire video, but, like, for real, what do you guys think about my Funko Pop Toon Squad shirt? Like, for real. Is it drippy? Is it not? No. Well, screw you too, then.